Hello, this is Balkoff, also known as Magical Master. I'm here on the Alangara Persistent World, showcasing a few of the more interesting areas that I've found so far. I am currently in the Grand Depths, in the Descent. This sequence of areas started with some lesser Earth elementals on the surface that at the ruins of a castle. You had to fight your way through them. Down a descent. We've been descending, as you can sort of tell that there's stuff above us. We've been descending across the entire map as we go deeper and deeper into the earth. And we're about to stumble into the territory of creatures probably best forgotten. But we're going to go rile them up and mess with them anyway because we're pretty stupid like that. So as you can see, we have the shattered bodies of the deep earthen lying around us. But they're merely a taste of the insanity and horrors yet to come, as we're about to enter the Thunder Depths. Now I will say that everything here is subject to change. The Alangara world is being revamped, updated, altered to try to bring some things in line. Things were designed a little bit differently back when it was running earlier in the life of Neverwinter Nights, including obviously more people playing at the time in general, which meant you had a more consistent player base for group content. So some things are being retuned to make the initial stuff easier to do solo, and there'll still be epic group content and some few lower level dungeons meant for groups for better rewards. Before we proceed, let's talk about a few things first. One, haste potions. These haste potions are going to be what we'll be using a lot. On this server right now, haste is doubled in duration, which means that this level 10 haste potion is actually going to last for 2 minutes each. We actually won't need this in these particular areas, as there's no mind spells, but you can see right there it's like 9 minutes of mind spell immunity. Now the catch is that while you can find some of these potions and treasure chests scattered around the server, for a consistent supply you will need a character that can join the Thieves Guild on the server. You'll probably need to be around level 9, 10, 11 or so. You'll have to do an initiation quest. Once you do that, you'll be able to buy unlimited quantity of the haste potions and lesser mind blank potions, and you will need those in the epic levels if you're not a character that can provide those immunities or the haste benefit, which would include everything from paladin to barbarian to ranger to fighter to weapon master to rogue, and probably maybe a few others. Beyond that, right now the Ethereal Visage spell has been majorly, massively buffed. It used to be 1 round per level with 20 plus 3 damage reduction, immunity to second level spells or below, and 25% concealment. Now it lasts 1 turn per level, so that's 15 minutes rather than, a minute and a half for level 15 cast. It provides, I believe, 15 plus 18 reduction, which means as long as your enemy does not have a plus 18 weapon, you will ignore 15 points of damage per hit, which is a lot of plus there. It kind of makes Stone Skin, Greater Stone Skin, and Premonition completely obsolete. But that's going to be rather important, not only that, but also for the concealment bonuses, which is up to 30% here. So basically that means you can take nearly 50% more damage, which helps for regen and other properties. We're also going to go ahead and buff our weapon with a few scrolls here. Keen Edge, Greater Magic Weapon, Flame Weapon. This will give us a plus 5 weapon that's keen and has bonus fire damage. And we will go ahead and toss on Ethereal Visage. First stop, we have the Thunder Earthen.
No quarter!
one thing you'll see a bit in this video is the effort to make sure I don't ever have more than a few attacking me at any point in time. Even with 64 AC, with expertise active. These mobs have 48 AB here without flanking. Mobs in the next areas will have even higher. They hurt quite a bit if you let them overwhelm you. So what we're going to be doing is we'll be using choke points to our advantage, potentially trying to lure some of them off one by one, with the goal of not having more than a few attacking us at any given point. Because if we have like 8 elementals or whatever surrounding us, we are going to be dead. Knockdown's also very useful here, because we managed to just completely eliminate them as a source of damage. You see right here we only have 2 mobs that can actually attack us. We have a third there, but whatever, this guy's nearly dead. The whole goal is to use the terrain to our advantage, use their greater size and numbers against them effectively. And of course we'll also be slightly annoyed about how the fact that Neverwinter Nights engine does not like to re-engage an enemy with superior reach. You might have noticed that expertise has dropped a few times, and that's solely because they're larger and have a longer reach than me. And so I will use a great cleave to them apparently, but then my character will just say, hey, I'm not going to bother attacking them, I'm just going to stand there and drop expertise. Which is annoying, but that's just part of the Neverwinter Nights combat engine. Nothing that can really be done about that, except use longer reach weapons. Like I think a long sword is a longer reach than a scimitar. Great sword is even better. You'll avoid many of that issue. Also, I realize that I'm speaking and saying some pretty silly things at times. I'm doing this completely off the cuff, no script, distracted by trying to make sure I don't die at times. So I apologize for any blunders in advance. Hopefully you find it at least mildly interesting. You may notice that I've not actually stopped to loot anything. The reason for that's actually rather simple. Because the nature of the server often throws a decent chunk of monsters at you at once, and you have to avoid being overwhelmed and be able to deal with, you know, large quantities of some of the monsters all at once, not being able to just completely lock down one mob at a time. Like knockdown or Big B's hands, whatever, you can't just do that on one tough mob and then whittle away with it. You have to be able to deal with a whole group of them. They would be rather annoying to then also have to try to loot every single body every single one of those times. So for most monsters, except for ones that drop specific items sometimes, any gold or quest items the monster has will be directly deposited into the inventory of the person who kills it. And you can trade those items to other players if you're doing this in a group to make sure everyone gets the items and drops that they need. In this particular case, for example, you can see I have the earthen essences from the first zone, deep earthen essences from the second zone, and thunder earthen essences from these guys so far. I've already done the quest to turn those in, but I can still vendor them for a decent chunk of gold. Obviously just don't get basically the quest will give XP and more gold per item, but you can still vendor them for a decent chunk of gold, so you're free to go help friends out or whatever, and take any extra ones and vendor them yourself, or just split them equally, and some people get the quest progress, other people get gold, whatever. Take your pick. Oh hey, I totally didn't see that guy. As you can see, a lot of care has been put into these areas to make them look interesting. Lots of placeables, lighting effects, area design, multiple levels. Areas like blocked off, like you can't get to some of those ledges. That's just part of the natural rock formations. The designers understand the idea that you don't have to try to use every last square inch of fighting room or something. That actually using less than exactly every tile in the entire area actually leads to a better experience. And I will say in general that this server is one of maybe like 3 that I felt that has made me feel pretty inadequate as a builder, not in terms of combat, area, class design, but in terms of area layout and aesthetics. If anyone's played some of my modules, you'll notice that they tend to generally be a lot more plain and default tile set. Not a ton of lighting effects for the most part, whereas pretty much everything here is extremely lovingly handcrafted. And the results are very impressive, I think. Maybe in another video I'll show probably my favorite zone so far in terms of look, which is called the Forgotten Below. And that's below a crypt, just so it's filled with undead, specters, wraiths, that sort of thing. There's supposed to be a group through the spot I'm walking right now, but I'm not quite sure why they didn't trigger. So we've managed to make it through the Thunder Elementals. Now we have Dinosaurs! Thunder Ravasaurs, to be specific. Now these guys are smaller, which means they can more easily swarm you, which means we're going to have to take care in some of our positioning in the next few area. I'm also going to really be trying to make sure I keep one of them knocked down. I will also say that I may sort of make this look easy, possibly, but most characters are going to get torn to shreds here without adequate preparation. I literally right now have the best armor money can buy that I found. I'm using, obviously, potions, scrolls, have a powerful build on top of that. Like, we'll see how this goes here. This is probably going to hurt a bit, assuming they manage to walk around and attack. Which I suppose in this case they really didn't. But if I say let haste drop here and I don't knock down, you can see that my health dropped a bit there with just 2 of them, only one flanking. Imagine like several of them. That's with haste falling off. We'll give an example of this on the next pull, I think. I'm not going to knock them down. I'm not going to have haste active, so I don't have the one of them not attacking, and I don't have the 4 AC from haste. And I suspect this will hurt quite a bit, even with expertise up, even with Ghostly Visage. Unless that guy's just not going to attack for some reason. But yes, you can see that this is hurting a lot. We don't like that. And I'm actually going to pop a serious healing potion that I did not want to have to pop here, because those are expensive. So I hope you guys are worth it. You just made me blow a lot of money to prove the point that these guys are very dangerous if you don't handle them basically perfectly. That even with all my buffs and powerful weapons and powerful build, it still would have been killed there had I not popped that potion, since I didn't have haste up and I was knocking them down, and I was letting several of them attack me at once. So now you'll see me do things like come over here, which means that they can't ever have more than a few attacking me here. It reduces the amount that can get to me at once. They have to run around, which buys me time. I think you're going to be particularly amused by the very next pack, which is large, and thus very lethal, and thus I'm going to be a complete wimp and basically hide in the corner. Look, if velociraptors were stalking you, you'd be using everything you could to survive, okay? Don't judge. Sorry, not velociraptors. Thunder Ravissors. My apologies. Oh, this poor little guy got separated from his pack. Who's a good velociraptor? I think we should charge that pack head-on. What do you think? And I'm going to charge them head-on by retreating to this spot over here. Come lo and behold, this becomes much more manageable. Something to keep in mind is that, as you may have noticed, I'm regenerating a decent chunk of HP per round. I think I have 20 regeneration per round right now from the gear that I've gotten, which is, again, like the best you can buy and make at this point, outside of some super epic stuff from like group bosses, or apparently there's a... So, similar to Hordes of the Underdark, there's a forge right now that can allow you to craft gear more tailored to your desired stats and specifications. Apparently there's an even better, like, epic level forge hidden on the server that I've yet to find with more powerful properties. But I found a few secret merchants, bought some items from them. The good news is this pack right here, although it's again like the largest in the zone, we're on a bridge. Woohoo! Problem solved. No big deal. Only 2 or 3 can get to me at any given point. And there goes our ethereal visage, which lasted 15 minutes. At this point, since we're only facing like 1 at a time practically, since I'm keeping one knocked down, can probably make it through. But well, you can see the difference that not having haste up, not having ethereal visage has about it up to half health from just like 2 of them. Ouch. Woohoo, we win! We've conquered the velociraptors. Nothing could possibly be worse than that, right? 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 I hope, maybe. Second ethereal visage active. Oh god, it's T-Rex. Look out. Ouch. So my strategy throughout the zone is pretty much going to be try to only fight one T-Rex at a time, maybe two max. Thankfully I'm in the corner here, he can't quite reach me. But you saw that even just the two of them already took me to half health extremely quickly. So our modus operandi, I think that's the correct pronunciation throughout most of the zone, is going to be try to just let one or two see you, because they see you from like an entire map away, and lure them to a spot where they can be dealt with individually or in a group of two. Ouch, 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 ouch. Stop being so mean, T-Rex. What did I ever do to you? Well, besides invade your home and try to kill you, I guess. Now, in theory, one of the main reasons to come down this far is there's quest items to gather for some of the previous ones. Ouch, this... Come on, kill it. I don't want that to burn the potion. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Oh, I don't have haste up, that's bad. Come on, just kill it. Whew. Okay, haste wore off there, and I didn't want to risk an attack of opportunity that might get me killed through... We're going to do a few things here. One, we need to reshuffle some of our haste potions around. I'm also going to use this right here, which can be bought in the museum. It's regenerative nectar. Lasts 18 minutes, provides 3 extra regen per round, so now we've jumped up to 23 regen per round. And you can see again we've gotten the Earthen Essences, the Deep Earthen Essences, the Thunder Earthen Essences, and the Thunder Ravsar Hearts, which all can be sold if you're done with the quest for a decent chunk. Now these Dinosaurs, they can drop these hearts. As you can see here, they're very powerful. They give you 50% immunity to physical damage, and 100 regeneration round for 1 turn. Apparently the idea, according to the admins, is to make these available for now, so that smaller groups or less geared groups or groups without necessarily the quote-unquote perfect composition for the harder areas are able to help farm these for their melee tanks, so the tanks can use these and be able to actually survive. Since, you know, you might not necessarily have like a cleric to provide a bunch of healing or whatever. So they're one-use items. They drop every so often from these guys down here, but obviously I have to make the whole journey down to these depths to find them. And no, I did not actually get 4 so far. I think I've gotten 1 so far and I had 3 already. They drop maybe like 10 to 20% of the time from these guys, I think.
To the fight!
Ouch. Now you might notice I'm not shooting them at all. The reason for this is if I shoot a mob, it basically alerts the other mobs around it that, hey, I'm being shot at, you may want to come help me. If I let the mob just see me and run at me, it usually doesn't do the same kind of alert. It's more like, hey, I see it, I'm gonna go kill it. Eat it. Looks delicious. Come on, Mr. Dreadsaur. I think you saw me. There you go. Come on. Come on. There you go. You see me now. Now just come after me. Just you. Not your friends, just you. Here comes your friend. And you probably have another friend or two over there that I don't want to be Oh, now you decide that you're gonna unstick? Whatever. Not cool, T-Rex. The good news is that I'm going to be able to kill the first one before the second reaches me, and this is going to hurt. Come on, finish him. Ouch. Alright, we have 136 HP left. Keep regening, keep dodging, come on. Ouch. Okay. Like I said, these hurt. Having, on the flip side, if you had, let's say, a bard to give you bard song, or bard or mage to give you improved invisibility, which is 50% concealment, or a cleric to give you better magical vestment for better armor and shields, along with things like, obviously, healing, or things like prayer to reduce their AB and damage, group buffs. You know, there are ways to try to mitigate some of this. And just a reminder of my current stats: 500 HP, 59 AC while hasted, 64 with expertise, and oh god, there's two. 54 AB without expertise. Come on, you smelly lot.
To the fight!
Success. You can't reach me. Woohoo! Poor T-Rex is used to just being able to bowl over everything in his path. Enemies just hide in corners and make it hard for him to get to. Not so well equipped to deal with those.
No quarter!
Here comes another one. You might notice I'm not knocking them down. I don't have improved knockdown right now. These are too large to knock down. I don't even know what their discipline is. They might have enough discipline to avoid being knocked down, period. Unlike the raptors. I need improved knockdown to find out. Okay, there you are. Here you come. And then here probably comes another one, maybe. Okay, he didn't see me. Good.
Time to die!
Now he sees me.
No quarter!
And let's see, we have found another Dreadstar heart. We're at full health. We'll try taking on two at once in the open. We'll see just how badly this hurts. I got some chain of crits there, which helped significantly. And more importantly, the Dinosaurs didn't get any crits, because those are what hurt. Instead of getting hit for like 26, 30 damage, you get hit for 100. So I'm reducing 30 points of damage per hit right now from them. 15 from this armor, and 15 from Ghostly Visage. So they're like hitting for 50, sorry, they're hitting for like 60. Ouch, 100 damage on that crit. Then when they crit, obviously that doesn't get reduced twice by damage resistance, so hit for 60 becomes 120, minus the 30 is like 90 crit. So we have a tower over here. There's actually not anything in here yet. It's a zone in progress. It's being constructed right now, I believe. Perhaps by the time you see this video, it will actually be in-game. I don't know. Depends upon how soon you see this and how soon they get it done. But that's another thing that's intended. Something's in there, no idea what. I got 3 of them. Run, 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 run. Fight on the bridge, because only one can get you at a time here. And obviously if you were less geared or had a group, you could also have people like the archers and mages hide behind you on the bridge. They'd be sniping the Dinosaurs while you block the path. It's a jungle wisp up there. So obviously we're in the primordial depths here. Things are fed via energy other than the sun. You can see from the glowing lights. The jungle wisps, I believe, are for an area that will be up ahead. It's not finished yet, it's being worked on, just like the tower. This place is being expanded. So presumably the jungle wisps and other enemies will feature more in the next zone, but we still see, I think there's 2 or 3 of them at the end of this zone. And for these guys, I actually am going to pop up Mind Immunity Potion. I believe they use Big B's Crushing Hand, I want to say. So far, they haven't had enough caster level to be able to hit me, or modifier to be able to hit me through my AC. But if one does manage to hit me, I do not want to be, I got 2 dinosaurs. Kill this wisp fast, kill the wisp fast, kill the wisp fast. Come on, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay. So you saw that they cast epic spell Mummy Dust right there. And it actually did not summon a mummy, it summoned a golem. Ouch, 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 ouch. Please don't die. I'm gonna pop one of the hearts if I can. Don't die before the next regen tick. Don't die before the next regen tick. Come on there. Phew. Okay. Whew. That was close. So, and the answer, and some of you may be thinking this, is that once I saw those 2 Dinosaurs coming to me, I should have just run like hell, gotten back to the bridge, or some other choke point, basically left the jungle wisp alone, let it either try to follow me, basically not attack it while, and try to kill it while 2 Dinosaurs flanking me, because the Dinosaurs really, really, really hurt. Don't ask me why I tried to knock that down, force of habit. Guess might as well you'd be a bit gung-ho since I popped the... Never mind, it's already wearing off. I was gonna say gung-ho and charge ahead while I have the heart active, but the heart is already gone. But hey, looks like I managed to get another 1 or 2 hearts there. I got 4 of them. 3 of them saw me. Run, 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 run. I don't think I'm going to need to retreat all the way to the bridge. This should be okay. I think only 2 will be able to hit me here. possibly even one. But ghostly visage, ethereal visage wearing off is not the most confident, I gotta say, though. I was hoping to make it through within both of those, but 'tis not to be, it seems. Not quite. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not risking dying. Pop the heart. I'll try to rebuff after this. See, if I was being quote-unquote smart, I would have done something like, say, rest. Once I knew the ethereal visage was close to wearing off a second time. But I didn't want to take a break from the movie to do that. But that would have been a much wiser course of action than what I did. I think we entered the depths with 3 hearts, I want to say. There's a Bigby hand, but I managed to avoid with my AC. Even if it did hit me, this is going to hurt. Isaacs. Come on, finish it. Finish the Dinosaur. Let's go for the Wisp. And victory. I've used Ghostly Visage on the ring, but it's not nearly as good as Ethereal Visage, as you are probably aware if you know the spells. I mean, the Dreadsaur was hitting me for... Let's see. Apparently I was able to ignore 5 of the damage, but instead of 15. Through the damage reduction. But I'm pretty sure that was due to the belt with plus 10 soak 5, but not 100% sure. Anyway, at this point you can see that as we finish that, there's an area to the next zone which is not yet implemented. So we'll continue our dinosaur, jungle spirit, burn like hell adventures another time. Hopefully this has been interesting to watch, and hope to see you on Alangara.